And that's a mythic. Hello and welcome back to Tabletop Release. This week we've got a pack of INNISTRAD Midnight Hunt. The pink. Of course we've got the pink. The pink sleeves are the only sleeves that are usable. At least from Dragon Shield. We'll be taking a look back at Midnight Hunt. It's an older set, a little bit older set. Not old, but it's from late 2021. Now that we're into 2022 with Kamigawa, we've had a little bit of time to sit on Midnight Hunt, and personally I found Crimson Vow to be much more entertaining. So let's get right into this wrapper. RippinWrappers is a good time, huh? I like RippinWrappers. I think there are some pretty good cards you can find in here, in this set. It's a pretty good set. I wouldn't call it a perfect set, but it's good. It's okay. Lots of werewolves. Lots of lycanthropes. Well, first, we started off with a 3/1 black creature vampire called Bat Whisperer. When Bat Whisperer enters the battlefield, if an opponent loses life this turn, create a 1/1 black bat creature token with flying. In regards to draft, as this is a draft booster, it's not bad. Could be better. Well, I don't know. I think if you had a vampire deck similar to the Crimson Vow commander deck, it might be viable. But it's a iffy card, to say the least. Next, we've got a 1/1 green named Plummet. It's an instant. Destroy target creature with flying. That's really good. That's really good. I like Plummet. That's a pretty good card. I didn't draft Midnight Hunt as much as I did Crimson Vow, and as much as I have been drafting Kamigawa. Next, we've got Evolving Wilds. It's a land. When you tap it, sacrifice Evolving Wilds. Search your library for a basic land card, put it into your battlefield tapped, then shuffle. It's a call land. That's okay. It's not very good. Next, we've got Unblinking Observer with a 1/1 blue. It's a creature, homunculus. I can't ever pronounce that. Tap it, add 1 water mana. Spend this mana only to pay a disturb cost or a cast of an instant or sorcery spell. Again, that's not great. I don't know. I don't think I would ever pull that for... I don't think I would ever choose that for a draft. If I was drafting, that would not be my first pick. If it was the last thing and I was using a blue deck with a lot of like instants and sorceries, maybe not. Next we've got Diregraph Horde. 4 and a 1 black. It's a creature zombie. When Diregraph Horde enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed. When you do, exile up to 2 target creatures from a graveyard. From your graveyard. Not from your graveyard, from graveyards. In general. That could be good. Late game, I think that could be good. Draft, I don't know. You only have about 40 cards in most draft. Yeah, I don't know. I think that there are much better cards out there. Next, we've got Candlelit Cavalry. It's a 4 with a 1 green for a creature human knight, and it has Coven. At the beginning of a combat, on your turn, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, Candlelit Cavalry gains trample until the end of the turn. It's a 5/5. That's pretty good, especially for a green card. I think that's really good, actually. I might, if I was drafting and I thought, oh, I'm gonna make a green deck, Candlelit Cavalry doesn't sound like a bad choice. Next, we've got Cathar Commando. So 1/1 white for a creature human soldier. With flash, you can pay 1, sacrifice Cathar Commando, destroy target artifact or enchantment. It's a 3/1. I think that would be really good in certain cases, just as either like a general just attacker, maybe. It's a 3/1. It doesn't have any health. It's just got its ability to destroy something. If you've got a really annoying artifact or enchantment on the field that your opponent controls, that probably could do some harm. Especially if they've got like Water Knot. Hate Water Knot. Water Knot's the worst card. Greveny Silversmith, 3/1 white. Creature, human soldier. It's a 2/3. When Greveny Silversmith enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 creature. No, +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Let me read that again. When Greveny Silversmith enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. It's a 2/3. I don't know how I feel about that one. I've got no real words in regards to it. It's not bad. Probably isn't worth much. We've got a Festival Crasher, 1/1 red. It's a creature devil. When you cast an instant or a sorcerer spell, Festival Crasher gets a +2/+0 until the end of the turn. I like that. It's a 1/3. When you cast an instant or any sorcery, it becomes a 3/3. I like this card. It's a good card. Great card, actually. We've got a double-sided card, Ecstatic Awakener for 1 black. It's a creature human wizard. Really freaky looking artwork. It's a 1/1. It's for 2/1 black. Sacrifice another creature, draw a card, then transform Ecstatic Awakener. Activate only once each turn. Alright. On the back, it's Awoken Demon. And it's just a creature demon 4/4. It's a strong 4/4. Ecstatic Awakener is only a 1/1, but once you actually transform him, 4/4. That's not bad. Especially if you've got kind of like just a trash creature on the board. You sacrifice it, turn him over to a 4/4. Get a nice 4/4 just to tank some damage if you have to. Now I've got an uncommon here. Necrosynthesis for 1/1 black. Enchantment Aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature has, whenever another creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. When enchanted creature dies, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the power. Put one of those cards into your hand, and then the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. I hate that. It's probably something everyone loves. It's probably used in Commander. I don't like it. We've got another uncommon here. Grizzly Ghoul. It's 2/1 black, 1 green. Creature zombie bear. It's a 4/3 with trample. Grizzly Ghoul enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on each creature that died this turn. For each creature, okay, that died this turn. Just poorly read it. If you've got a lot of creatures on the board, and you've got not much else, and things are dying because you're defending and attacking, that's probably okay. It's not very expensive for a 4/3. It's only 4 mana. I can see it being used. Next, we've got another uncommon. Cathartic. That's how you pronounce that. Cathartic Pyre for 1 and 1 red. It's an instant. Choose one. Cathartic Pyre deals 3 damage to target creature, a planeswalker. Or you can discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards. So you could just discard your entire hand if you hated it, and then draw... No, up to 2 cards. So you just 1 or 2 cards, draw 1 or 2 cards back. I think I would go with the damage over anything else. I mean, it may only be 3 damage, but it might just take 3 damage to win a game. Pretty good. We've got another uncommon. Graveyard Trespasser. 2 and 1 black. It's a creature, human, werewolf. See, more werewolves. We love werewolves because Midnight Hunt is all about werewolves. It's a 3/3. It's got ward. Discard a card. Of course. Whenever Graveyard Trespasser enters the battlefield or attacks, exile up to 1 target creature from a graveyard. If a creature card was exiled this way, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. That's great for Commander. I guarantee it, that would be awesome in Commander. It's got Daybound. If a player casts no spell during their own turn, it becomes night next turn as a 4/4. Because it's got the day and night cycle, because that's really cool. It turns into a werewolf, of course. Again, got ward. But now it's known as Graveyard Glutton. Whenever Graveyard Glutton enters the battlefield or attacks, exile up to 2 target creatures from graveyard. For each creature card exiled this way, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. And it's got Nightbound, of course, and it becomes a 4/4. Pretty okay card. I think if you're able to turn it to day and night at will, I think there are cards that do that. I don't know. It would be really, really good. Otherwise, that's okay. I think that's very okay. Not perfect, but okay. Next, we've got a full art land. Pretty land. Really pretty land, actually. Ooh. I like that land. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but it sure is a good looking land. And we've got a spider token with a reach, and it has mid-draft archetypes all on the back. So 1/2 spider token, and then just random token card. What would I take for a draft in this? If I pulled this pack first, I mean, it's probably between the Grizzly Ghoul and the Graveyard Trespasser. Just because I think it would be really cool to have the day-night cycle card. Maybe try and build a whole day-night cycle like draft pick deck with that. And Grizzly Ghoul is 4 mana for a 4/3 that adds to itself permanently every time creatures die, and it has trample. That's just really good. Graveyard Trespasser is a rare. Grizzly Ghoul is an uncommon. Graveyard Trespasser probably is more expensive. You'll see the prices here, over here. I don't know them until I've checked them in post, but this is how much the pack's worth. Probably less than I spent for it. Just about, I think these go for about retail $5.19 at Target, probably $5 at your local game store. Or maybe $4.19 at Target, I'm not quite sure. But you probably could find them for about $5 at a local game store. They're not bad. This was a very okay pack. I liked INNISTRAD, Midnight Hunt. I really like INNISTRAD as a location, but Midnight Hunt was a really good set just for the idea. And then after Crimson Vow, I really loved Crimson Vow, but I was kind of tired of vampires and werewolves. So now that we've finally got Kamigawa is very good. I like Kamigawa. Kamigawa is one of the best. Maybe you've noticed, but I like Kamigawa. And its entire setting. If you liked this draft pack opening, well, why not give it a like? Maybe even comment. Tell me if I'm a complete idiot. Tell me what you would have drafted out of this pack. I don't care, to be honest, what you think, but you know what? I'll let you talk about it, and if you make a good point, maybe I'll pin your comment. In fact, how about you just go ahead and subscribe to Tabletop Release, as we do pack openings every once in a while. We talk about the newest news, especially I believe we've got a video on New Copernica coming up and its product releases, so stay tuned for that, and have a nice day, I guess. Bye.